I taught a woman how to DJ using her bare right boob.
I saw the video of this,
and that was hilarious. And she like learned how to like smack it on the cue points. The cue points.
Did she have
she was playing Fetty Wap 679, and she just kept bringing it back with her.
I'm a f***ing animal. I'm a f***ing animal.
JD, wake up. JD, wake up.
Oh,
Guess what?
I fell asleep last night.
Yeah, you did. Oh, wow. You fell asleep last night. It's amazing.
The
and guess
vibe
what?
was weird. There's so many cocks, so I didn't get motivated for the
Sleep
night.
due date.
Did we hear what this fool just said? Yeah, the vibe was weird. And guess what? We just turned 25. Congratulations, everyone. 25, episode 25.
Quarter
DJ Wonder
century.
presents Complete Animals. How's everyone doing? Great.
Decent.
Marvelous. Man, we have so much sausage in the room tonight, but it's all good. First off, next to me, what's up? DJ Dalton hasn't been here since what? Like episode 3 or 4 or something? When's the last time you were here?
Took a break. I don't even know. Maybe episode 3 or 4. We're back. Better than ever.
You took a hiatus. You got clean. You went to a rehab facility.
No, smoked a lot of backwoods since then. Deeper.
He
I'm
pulled
deeper
a
in
Robert
it.
Downey Jr. He's clean now.
I'm deep in the backwoods. Deep in it.
My
They
gosh.
got a hold of me.
I thought you were stopping that, man. We talked about that. You're back on your grind. There's no room for backwoods when you're
Soon
on
it's gonna be the bourbon flavor.
All right.
How much a backwoods go for?
No, I'm kidding. We're easing off those. Happened. It was a Corona thing.
Yeah. I'm interested. What is a pack of backwoods? What does that cost at the old gas station?
So the play, as they would call it, is in New York. They actually are illegal right now, so you can't even get them in New York. So
they made backwoods illegal.
If you get a pack in New York, they're like $18, $19, just like cigarettes. It's crazy.
And it doesn't have any like tobacco.
We're talking too much about
tobacco
backwoods.
inside of it. It's just like a wrap. That's all it is.
Don't relate me to backwoods, please don't.
It's
a joke.
It's a harsh leaf.
Is it wet? Do you like lick all over it?
Negative. The reason I think I even started smoking to begin with, I just blamed the rappers that I was in the studio with, and I knew that was gonna happen because, just like they smoke them and you kind of get used to them, but it's not a good thing.
You're a cultural appropriator.
Something like that.
All right.
It is a harsher thing when you hit it. That's what.
A harsher high.
Something like that.
JD, what's up, man? How you doing?
Decent. Slowly catching back up.
Yeah, why are you so tired?
I'm not tired, actually. I'm just chilling, man. I'm trying to control my mindset right now, but we're good.
Okay, cool.
How you feeling?
I'm great. We'll talk about it in a second. Dexter Hobbs, what's up?
What's going on?
Man, you look marvelous.
Like Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, you are a high value man.
You look like you're part of that Bruno Mars crew with Anderson
sure.
Paak. That's actually a compliment, man. You're like a better version, healthier version of Thundercat, bro. Like
Thundercat.
Thundercat.
Yo, at least I don't have that dude's accent. Only Rick Ross and +1 can get in.
All right.
Do I look unamused? Because I'm not.
Okay.
Well,
He's good with like the calling out, like.
Let's welcome our very special guest today. Thank you so much for coming through. Will Manzano. Is that how you say your name, Will?
Yes, sir.
Will Manzano. All right, you got to talk right into that mic, baby. We need that energy.
Sir.
We need that Will energy.
My bad.
All right, I can feel it now.
Got the Gatorade.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad your electrolytes are working. Will Manzano, you're our special guest. So listen, we're going to talk to you about your whole history and what you got going on, but feel free to chime in. We're going to talk about some stuff that happened over the last week. Okay, Will?
I'm with it. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Bong. So, guess what?
I can hear.
Oh, something wrong, JD? Something wrong? Let me just tell you, for the last week, I've been taking care of JD like he's my son.
He likes to say that, but go ahead.
That's the truth. We literally just came off a long excursion. I landed and then as soon as I got home, I turned on the lights to do this podcast in the giant mansion that you just guys walked in. So it's been a long journey. We came back from Los Angeles, but we'll get to that. Before that,
you're a very interesting manager.
Wednesdays, Wood Tavern, go check them out. They're always fun. Friday did Racket. That was pretty fun, man. Every Friday at Racket in Wynwood if you're in Miami. Then Saturday morning, I left for Los Angeles. But I always go to Los Angeles every year for my birthday, so I'm officially just turned a certain age. I just turned a certain age on Wednesday.
You turned Tyler a hero.
Yeah, okay.
If you know what that means.
Sure I did. And JD was already out in LA, so what happened the first night you got there? Because you were waiting for me by the time I got there. What were you doing?
I got there Thursday night, late at night, stayed with my friend, went straight to sleep. And then Friday.
Hold on. Who's your friend?
Can't disclose that information right now, man.
Oh. Was it awkward?
No, actually, it wasn't, because my mind was prepared for that awkwardness, so I dealt well with it. You know, did my little duty of like, thanks for letting me stay for the night, and that's it. Went about my business.
Yeah, the first night in LA is always weird. It's just it's one of those places like you always have a friend that you crash with because of the time change, because it doesn't make sense.
I didn't really feel it.
It doesn't make sense to get a hotel in LA the day you get there, because you always get there at like 2 a.m. or some weird shit. So you got to have a friend that lives in a weird place in that part of LA you didn't realize existed. That first night, you'd be like, I just need to get to Roscoe's and get the fuck out of here.
The ride from the airport was interesting. It was mad foggy, and it was this little Asian guy speeding, like Need for Speed speeding. I couldn't even see shit.
The car was like shaking and shit.
Nah, he's like, you're going to give me 5-star, right? Because everybody gave me bad reviews. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you still on the road? Like, he kept like speeding, yo. But he got me there. You know, it was pretty reasonable. I gave him a little like $3 extra tip, but fuck it was something.
The fog is back, because I remember when like COVID happened, LA was like the fog was gone.
Yeah,
like there was no fog. Is it all back?
Yeah, it's back.
That's
man.
crazy.
San Francisco style back. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes. Emerging from the fog was JD. Eventually, I met up with him, and then we went on a wild adventure last weekend. So
it was pretty interesting. Even though I did bitch, we didn't get some shit done, but we had a good adventure though. Where did we end up Saturday? We ended up going to the.
Well, listen, we went out there for. I go out for Complex Con every year for my birthday. So thank you, Complex, for having us. That was fun. Got to interview a lot of people. You'll be seeing that on YouTube.com/DJ Wonder very soon. Speaking of which, make sure you hit that Walshy Fire interview we did for episode 24. That's going very well on YouTube right now. People like the way Walshy was talking. I forgot to shout that out.
Yeah, he was educating you.
Sure, educating me, I'm sure. If you haven't seen it, check it out. We jump right into some very high energy topics from the very
That's how this podcast should be, but yeah. So watch it, folks.
Actually, you know what? I don't even have an outdex. I don't even have an outline this week, because JD thinks he can just be very bold, and you know, he thinks he'd be very bold, topical, and I'm bold and topical. And he wants to just do a podcast where he just talks. So I think we should just all fall back and let just JD talk this week. Go ahead.
Nah, everybody talk.
I just asked that we don't do that.
Why? What would happen?
I asked that it's a good way for you and I, but go ahead. All right, what's the topic, man? Let's get to the point. My bad, bro.
It's all good.
It's all like three different personalities.
I'm gonna learn off of you guys.
Yo, I've never heard somebody complain so much in one weekend.
Fuck yeah, I did. You know why I was complaining. I had my reasons why.
He's light skinned.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he wanted. He wanted.
There's 2 in the building. Nah, man.
He wanted to do.
Are you black?
I'm Dominican.
Oh no! See, that don't count. You're light skinned. He's Dominican, like, of course. Like, you know, that's the default.
You look Dominican, anyways, with that kind of hair you got.
Okay,
what, you play baseball?
You do look like a few of my cousins.
Yeah, you look like you play for the Red Sox and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Never that.
He said the Red Sox.
All right.
Pedro Martinez was a legend, though.
Yeah, he was gangster with it. He got the head.
Yeah, Pedro Martinez was a guy.
That's the best pitcher that ever lived.
Best pitcher that ever lived. Yep. You know.
All right. Well, back to JD complaining the whole weekend. Can you imagine? He tried to live the Miami lifestyle in Los Angeles.
It was miserable. I failed.
He wanted to bounce around, but he forgot he didn't have a car. And 2, he forgot he's not JD in Los Angeles. He's just a regular guy.
Really? We got in so easily and everywhere, right?
Please, sir, man.
Nah, we didn't have that issue. So don't come at me like that.
Yeah, it was
2 different personalities. Once again, I'm gonna keep reminding you. We got in very easily. We had a good time. Shout out to Devin Lucian. It was pretty interesting, man. Great sets. What else did we do Saturday? We went to that spot, right? Nightingale. We started a Hyde Sunset. Pretty great networking event.
Hyde Sunset, Nightingale, which is a fun place out there. And then we went to the newest spot that is popping off. It's called Off Sunset. And they're very, very strict at the door. We definitely.
It wasn't that long. There would have been more of a dickhead to us, but they weren't.
We had to wait around like 2 ragamuffins. Please let us in. And eventually we got in there. So guys, check that out. And then I had my birthday dinner in LA at Saddle Ranch. They're ragging on me for that because I love theme restaurants. I don't care, man.
The most interesting epic
shout out to
night.
the manager at Saddle Ranch. She hooked us up, man.
How was the food at Saddle Ranch?
You want to talk it to the mic, Dalton?
How was the food?
Is that where you were riding the bull?
It was
How was the food over there? How are the food?
Like-
Is the food at the theme parks actually good? I don't
It's
know.
not a theme park. It's a theme restaurant. The food, the
Restaurant.
food, the food is
I think
never
everything
like.
is a theme. Anything a theme is a theme park.
Wonder put video clips of everybody falling off the bull, but then he put like 5 in a
I'm
row
the
of him
only-
staying
nah,
on the bull.
'cause I'm the only
And that's
one
that
that-
good old Wonder editing.
I'm the only one that,
Hater, man.
that went to the very end. I'm the one. I'm the man.
Well, I mean, we would never know that. They might have been on it just as long as you, but we wouldn't have known because you didn't put the full story up. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I'd never even rode a bull before, but it's like natural. It's in my blood somehow. I don't know what it is.
Listen,
What?
the best highlight was meeting the CEO of Triller. He was way too friendly for his status. That was dope, though.
Yeah, that was nice.
He was pulling a Cuba Gooding Jr. out there.
Yeah, we basically snuck into a like Timberland.
No, we didn't
Triller
snuck in. We got
party.
invited. Stop degrading yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah, we snuck in because we drank the free liquor and just
We were
everybody's
invited. you
Everybody's looking at
motherfucker.
us like, "Who are you guys? This is a staff private party." We're like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" So that was cool. All right, man. Yeah, LA was very fun. You'll be seeing some more stuff about that on YouTube.com/DJ Wonder, or just go at DJ Wonder everywhere, and maybe I'll put some stuff in the stories. Okay. Let's see, man. How about Dex? How was your weekend, buddy? You weren't here to party with us.
I heard you were low-key hating, bro. Is that true or he's exaggerating?
Low-key hating.
Are you
Oh, I
really
was just saw that you guys were talking to A-Track. I'm like, damn.
Nah, he
That's
was.
my favorite DJ.
He was.
But anyway, my weekend, my homegirls came out from Atlanta, and we partied. You know, we had a
You
good
wore a
time.
condom?
Listen, we had a great time on Thursday. I taught a woman how to DJ using her bare right boob,
I saw the video of this.
and that was hilarious. And she like learned how to like smack it on the
cue points.
The cue points.
Did she have
And
a
she was
pierce?
playing Fetty Wap 679, and she just kept bringing it back with her tit. It was hilarious.
A-Track would have loved that.
It
Yeah,
was
she'll be
hilarious.
taking our job soon, Dalton. Sorry.
And then the funny part about it was the guy that she had brought, who was like 70, was just trying not to have a heart attack watching. And then
Oh, can I tell you something? Speaking of which, I saw my hero, and thanks to JD, I will give it up to him.
Goldstein.
I was back. We're sitting at Earth Cafe, right? ASAP Ferg and his whole crew,
Like right next
are like
to
right
us.
next to us, and we're like sitting there. And I'm back to the traffic. I'm just looking at the restaurant. He's like, "Yo, that's your boy. That's your boy." I'm like, "What?" Yo, I turn around. It's like a 60s, maybe 50s, 60s, 70s Bentley.
Yeah, it could've been a Rolls Royce.
A Rolls Royce or whatever. It's all white, giant car. Dude, he's riding in the car like this. And literally next to him is probably like a 6-foot like supermodel looking
Baby giraffe,
looking
you know, baby
Swedish
Great
or
Dane.
something. It's like it was directly out of Instagram. And that did not let me down. A lot of things let you down when you see it in real life. I can't believe he's really living that lifestyle. So shout out to James Goldstein.
I've seen him walking down Collins Avenue during Basel with probably a chick very similar to the one you just
Yeah, he'll be
described.
back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was crazy. And then I woke up and went on this yacht and slept on it. And got up the next afternoon.
Whose yacht was that?
This guy, I'm not gonna disclose his name, but my homegirl's friend owns like a paper toner company, and they provide all the toner for like.
A sugar daddy's boat.
It's not really a sugar. It's weird. It's like this.
It's one of those
friend-
weird sugar
yeah,
daddies
Yeah,
that
yeah,
let us-
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
does it just to do
Kind of
it.
like that house in
The
up in
boat
the
was
hills.
fire though, you know. And then from there, went out that night to Story, which I never do that. I went to the Sylvester. I went to Story. Went to.
All right. This
That's all I remember.
story's getting a little crazy.
It sounds like the Kanye
and
thing
then
of
Saturday I
going
couldn't-
somewhere and living for free.
Oh, and Vendome. It was Adrian's birthday at Vendome, and I drank out of the biggest bottle of champagne I've ever seen in my life. It was about this tall.
Same height as Vern Stroner.
It
What's
was
his
bigger
name?
than a midget.
That's
and,
Midget from what's in Vern?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
Vern
the biggest-
Troyer, JD.
It was bigger than. It was the biggest thing of champagne. I drank a lot of that. Went to a little house party afterwards. Went home.
Jeez. I mean, it's written all over your
Kind
face,
of blacked
buddy.
out.
I can-
Saturday didn't exist. I
I
stayed
can
in my
see it.
bed like 22 hours. Couldn't move. You
Dude,
know?
what a life.
And then Sunday.
What a life.
Sunday was went to go get some brunch. Went to the car dealership, and just walked around a lot, see what was out there, and then that was
Yo,
it.
put on your sunglasses real quick and look at the camera.
Pull down.
Yeah, just pull your sunglasses down for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what a Dex Hobbs weekend will do to you.
Oh.
It's fun, but it'll cost you in the long run.
So I feel like my tolerance for like hangovers and alcohol in LA is different than out here for some weird reason.
Or maybe it's the air.
Yeah, probably, man. I can handle liquor out there.
Or maybe everyone out there is full of shit and you feel at home.
Yeah. Guess what? JD fell asleep at the club, and I've never seen it before.
Or at 1:30.
No, it was literally like, it was not even 1:30. It was probably like it was like 11:30 at night. He fell asleep.
You fell asleep at the club?
Yeah.
Which club did you go to?
I kind of like forced myself to, man. I wasn't feeling it anymore.
At the club? You force yourself to sleep?
Everything is just. Oh, I'm over it. No,
I'm
not
in
that I
control.
can't control myself.
I'm in
I'm
control.
over it.
I saw this one chick in there. She was like fucking fire, and she had this whack ass do her, and I got turned off more. I'm like, man, these bitches they got no taste out there. So yeah, I got turned off and I went to sleep.
How do you know this person didn't have a great personality?
I don't give a fuck.
Or a lot of Bitcoin?
I was not beside her. That's what matters. So I'm not hating. So I got turned off, went to sleep.
It sounds a little bit like hate.
And it was like in a hood ass area. So if I
Like,
approached her,
I saw this woman with this
homeboy
guy and I
could've pulled out
got
his
turned
gun.
off.
I did.
That sounds like pure
Because I
hate.
came here. That's not hating.
That is hating.
How?
You just said that you got mad. You saw a
I didn't
woman
get
that was
mad.
attractive.
I got turned off. There's a difference with mad and turned off. Mad is your.
You got
physical.
turned off by seeing a woman who's attractive with a guy that you thought wasn't attractive. That sounds like
I wanted
hate.
to be me. That's not hating. You don't admit this on camera. You felt like this before.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Exactly.
Sometimes.
So then,
Yeah, but you know,
Happened to the best of us.
I don't
happens
mean it
to-
like
but it's
that.
called hating,
How's that hating?
bro. It's called hating.
I don't believe in hating. I'm admitting my
You're
actions.
one of the biggest haters.
I think you mean this guy with the beard right there who doesn't want to admit it where he's at in life.
Yeah,
He's a real hater.
JD. Wonder.
This is what happens with a lot of guys on the episode, no girls.
No.
Yeah, man.
DJ
listen,
Wonder
we need
is
female energy
definitely
in
a
here.
hater.
Exactly, and you are my friend, and I am not. And
Who's
I have
a
lot of,
who is a
hell
hater?
Hell yeah, you are.
I always
I'm not a
say, I always
hater.
say
It's
being
all
in LA is like being on a episode of the show Friends. It's like Chandler, and everybody has like a knit.
I'm Ross,
Someone has
yo.
a knit
When
sweater.
I was in elementary school, I used to tell people Ross was my big brother. I used to lie. So I'm fucking Ross, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm a hater. That's
You
great.
said you're fucking Ross. What'd you
Couldn't
say?
get off of that.
exactly.
We're coming back.
All right, man, listen, we got a guest here, man.
I know,
Let's
we're gonna
shine a
get
light
to
on
it.
this
I wanna-
guy.
I wanna wrap
This
it
guy
up.
probably gets more pussy than all of us
Yeah.
in this show. Give him all his flowers
Sure.
right now. If this is the kind of show we're gonna do, we can't mock each
I don't
other.
know, it
I
sounds
don't
like-
I
care.
don't even know what the heck he's talking
No.
about.
It was at this moment that JD had to leave. Please enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey guys, so that was fun. I put the old curtains behind us because it's time to go into interview mode. Interview mode. We want to talk to Will. What's up, Will? How you doing?
What's good, man? Bless.
Man, you just are in the middle of an
I
amazing,
know,
amazing
yo.
podcast.
Was it me? Did I bring the bad energy?
Gat. What the hell
I
just
usually-
happened?
I usually try and bring the good energy, but shit.
like-
Wait, can we swing on this?
Huh?
Can we
Yeah, you can do whatever you want,
Oh,
man.
yeah. I thought he was like, yo, can you get the fuck away from me? I was like, oh, my bad, son.
No.
All right.
I'm not like that.
So, well, Dalton, move over a little bit now. I got some room now. Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. So let's talk.
Put this mic.
Let's talk to Will. I wanna. This is Will Manzano, and this is his Instagram right here. Will_MANZANO. Just in case you guys want to check him out.
Appreciate it.
And you got a couple things going on. Building my life resume, unorthodox mindsets. What do you classify yourself as? Are you a motivational speaker, man? What's going on? All these posts look like you're on top of mountains in the ocean. You're living the ultimate life right here. What is your profession there, Will?
I do private security.
Okay, well, seriously, that's what it is. I never would have guessed.
Gang.
So I mean, like the unorthodox thing. A lot of people think it's like a religion, but it's not. It's just I see things differently, I guess, than most people. So I kind of just label that as my mindset. It's unorthodox. I just kind of see shit in a different light, just of my past and things I've been through and shit I've done. So that's what it means.
Okay.
But it doesn't. I guess it doesn't go into what my profession is, but I can play both parts.
Yeah. How are you? You're very zen to be a security person. Have you been in any tight situations lately in security field?
Yeah, it's like I said, when it comes time to turn that on, I could turn it on. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I try and go off of respect and love. And if it turns to go the sideways, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Shit has to get down.
All right, cool. Well, how about how about a fun story with security? Is there anybody that you like? I'm guessing you've worked with celebrities and stuff before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody you thought was gonna be not fun, but ended up being a really nice person?
Not fun. Well, usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I didn't want to put you in that position.
Yeah, that I thought would not be fun. Shit.
Maybe like a rapper or something you thought you were gonna have problems with, and like tell him to stop smoking weed in the car or something like that, and then he ended up just being a really nice guy.
Honestly, bro, usually they're all chill. I mean, there's people that start off chill and they start getting a little bit of liquor in them, and they turn into fucking idiots, man. So.
You gotta stay level. You gotta be level-headed to do that, though.
You know what I mean. Like you have to. The thing is that like it's not all about brawn. You know what I mean. Like you have to be able to see shit before it happens. You know what I mean. Like you have to, and also like you said, stay level-headed so you're not overreacting and cause some shit that doesn't even really need to be happening. Mm-hmm. So honestly, bro, for the most part, they're usually all chill. It's just once alcohol and shit gets. Of course, you see a different side of them.
What's the one thing that make you lose your shit? Like I feel like every person that does private security got that one action. If someone makes, they beating the brakes off of somebody.
Bro, it's when you like I said, when I work, I'm going off of just respect. I respect you, you respect me, and we're good. We're not gonna have no problems. The minute you disrespect me, now that's a different layer. Now you're gonna see somebody different, and that's not what I want to bring out.
Right,
you know
right.
It's almost when people just like disregard you, like, yo, can you do, be careful, whatever. And it's like, I like that, like a movement of just like, yo, get the fuck on my face. It's like, all right, see, now I was being cool with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was being nice. I was being respectful. Now I'm gonna have to fucking slam you or do some other shit that I don't want to do. But if I have to do it, I'm gonna do it.
I asked this question because one time when I was in 11, and I was holding my ground, and someone was trying to have an altercation with me, and they took a stack of money and they bounced off my forehead.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And then
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like degrading, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Degrading. It's like then that's when you want to like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the security saw it happen and grabbed him real quick and dragged him out. And they pushed me aside, but this motherfucking dead ass bounced money off my forehead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When it gets to that, when you're trying to,
it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But I practice. Oh, sorry, this is your interview. My bad.
No. You go. I want you to feel.
I was practicing martial arts very heavily at the time, and I was just like, all right, you know what? I ain't gonna do this right now.
Exactly.
So I wanted to kill this guy. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the whole point of when you train and you practice.
But where's the line?
You already know, like, bro, I can take it to this level, but I'm not going to. You know what I mean? If I want to, I can do everything I need to do to you. But I don't want to get it to that. You know what I mean? Like, so like, you could just sit there, like, a guy bounce the money off your head and be like, bro, I could literally beat the shit out of you right now, and you have no idea. But I'm going to be the bigger man and just step back and be like, okay, whatever. I'm going to eat that to an extent.
All right, man. Well, let's take it back a little bit, man.
Sorry, did I get
No. I want to see how you even got into any of this stuff. Where are you from originally, Will?
State-wise, I'm from Rhode Island. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I moved here from Atlanta 3 years ago.
Were you into sports and stuff growing up?
Yeah, I played every sport you can think of. But I played more seriously. I played baseball. I played baseball in Dominican Republic for 3 years.
Okay.
And I moved here. Played in college.
Hold on one second. Is that you? Like, is that your nose making that noise, man? Who's breathing into the microphone? Crazy?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Dude, I thought it was our guest last time I heard this. It was you, Dex.
It's not. It was JD breathing.
Stop breathing into that thing. All right, I'm sorry about that.
He really just bounced.
Yeah. Anyway,
just see his feet like a little shadow.
back to Will. So you played baseball where did you play at?
I played in a town called what's where I'm from, La Romana, Dominican Republic. So I played over there.
Is that like a Bad Bunny song or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So that's where I'm from, La Romana. And I came to the States after that. I ended up playing in college. I played in the College World Series in 2012. And after that, I just hung up the cleats, went through some shit with my family. So I had to kind of quit baseball and, be a big boy, get a job, and do all that kind of shit, start my life off of that.
Okay.
But I've worn many hats, bro, in my day.
How'd you stumble into security? Did you ever work at like a bar or anything?
Yeah, I did security back in Providence, but I went to college, I graduated. Yeah, it's not me.
Dude, it's definitely Dex. Are you okay?
First of all, I'm holding my breath.
No, you know what it is? It's the sunglasses. Yo, it's the sunglasses. Every time you wear the sunglasses.
I'm holding my breath right now, so that's how I know it wasn't me. Like you said.
No. We heard it. It's not Dalton.
Me.
It's not Dalton.
It might be you.
Dalton's mic is muted.
It might be you.
Dog, I can sit here and I'm not going to breathe.
I don't know. What did you do in LA this weekend that got you guys so, you know what I'm saying? What was you doing?
Bath salts.
Yo, why is my mic muted, bro?
Anyway, okay. Well, sorry about that.
Unmute my
Hey,
shit.
man, it's all good.
Unmute my shit right now.
I'm diverse.
We're getting readjusted around here.
No, but like I said, I've been to college. I worked a lot of corporate. I was in pharmaceutical business for a while, and then when I moved here, I was working for another company in Miami. When the pandemic hit, that company went under, and I was like, "Fuck, I got to do something for money." One of my boys was doing private security that I actually went to college with. I ended up moving down here, and he just put me on, and since then it's just been that.
I saw something else in your bio, and it's called Elevate Vibration Elevate Vibration HZ. What does that stand for? Here's actually the website right here if you guys want to check it out. What's going on here, man? Oh, is this your clothing line?
Yeah. So this is something I started during COVID. Once everything happened, I had a shit ton of time on my hands. So I just was like, me and my business partner, we developed this brand, and that shirt all the way to the right, bottom right, Love Survive. That's pretty much the whole model. That's what I was trying to tell JD before you stormed out. My whole brand, my whole aura, my whole energy is just about just showing love, good vibes, good energy.
Facts.
And that's pretty much what my brand is all about. So it's something like that, and within this last year, it's grown exponentially. I mean, it's grown more than I ever thought it would be. So
you're wearing a piece right now, right?
Yeah, this is one of the crew necks I just had made recently. It's the Elevate.
So what is the HZ? What does the whole thing stand for?
So HZ means hertz.
Yeah.
So hertz is when you go off of, I don't know if you guys know what solfeggio frequencies are.
I'm a little bit aware of it.
Yeah, so frequencies is pretty much what all mankind, everything originated from. That's where we get back to our harmonic state is through frequencies. There are 9 of them, and each one causes a different reaction. So there's frequencies for love, for stress, all this other stuff. So that's what the HZ means. It's the acronym for Hertz.
Okay. Well, what are you guys planning to do next with it? Are you gonna try to do other things besides just clothing? Is it like a mind state? Is it you're gonna do a retreat that people can go on and something like that?
So what we're working on right now is a retreat. So
I just made that up, and you're really gonna do it. That's dope, bro.
Yeah. So right now I'm working with I actually also have a podcast that I started during COVID as well. Working towards it to be something like this, nice and chill. But we're gonna be doing a collab with my other business partner and doing day parties, in a sense of not just ragers. It's more like networking events and stuff like that, or something that vendors can come out and sell their food, and other brands and businesses or whatever like that can kind of just do their own pop-ups. And just kind of collab with different people and just spread the good energy, man. That's honestly what we're all about. Nice. That's probably why you think I'm so very relaxed,
Yeah,
so
it's good. I see you have the prolific podcast here. This is what you're talking about. This is an episode about drugs. Let's see what you had to say about this.
I mean, I know a lot of famous artists and people in the past, like visionaries, had done LSD. It taps into something else in your brain that you can't do consciously. You know what I mean? So, and I've been on the spiritual journey since I moved to, actually for a while, man. I've been on the spiritual journey for a while. So it's finally I got, I guess you could say, the balls to be you know what, let me see if I'm really about it. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can take this and really tap into something else.
Hold on. Are you talking about doing drugs here, Will?
Yeah.
What happened, man? Did you do some drugs?
So this is the thing. I never did drugs growing up, ever. Not even smoke weed, nothing. I just drank. I'm from Dominican Republic, so that's what we fucking grew up on. But in my family, old school Dominican, smoking weed, you're pretty much a crackhead. So, I just never fucked with it until right before my 30th birthday. I was going through a fucking tough ass time turning 30. My mind was just all fucked up. I was, I think I'm getting old and all this other shit and shit I didn't accomplish.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Yo, can you take the sunglasses off, Dex? It's impeding your nasal flow. I can see it happening. I see when you're breathing and I can hear it. Just take the sunglasses off.
Are you serious?
I swear. Now put the headphones back on. I guarantee we're not going to hear it the rest of the show unless something's wrong with your sinuses. Will, continue, man. Let's go. You never done drugs before, and then?
Yeah, so right before, like I said, right before I turned 30, I was just going through a rough time, super stressed, was just have a bunch of different emotions. And one of my cousins he had done LSD before. And actually, before I did LSD, I had done ayahuasca, which I did it in Homestead.
That's in Florida?
Damn, ayahuasca is the one thing I want to do, but I just can't. I just feel like I'm afraid of it.
Listen, the shit I did here in the States.
What I saw last night was fucking crazy. So I don't know. Maybe I could do that.
Wait, you did what?
No, I just took a bunch of edibles and I was tripping for like 7 hours. And every truth and every scenario in my life right now, I saw it at the most negative. I thought. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? First of all, never mind.
Just say it. What?
This I will not say. But all I would say is that I took some edibles yesterday that were THC, and I took 3 pieces of this THC called Delta 8, and I will never do that again. And I freaked out so bad. I took it at 11 p.m. and I didn't get to bed until 8 a.m. and I was literally jogging, doing suicides from one bedroom in my house to the other one through the living room. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I was freaking out, man. And I would never fuck with anything Delta 8 again. And I was in hell. I thought that everything was as negative as it could be. I actually woke up feeling fantastic because last night was so bad.
It couldn't have got worse.
Any moment breathing felt better than that.
Yeah.
And I was excited. I was excited. I was just what I'm just saying. Like ayahuasca, like I feel like I didn't want to see something that would freak me out. But after yesterday, I'm like, how much worse can it get?
You did it multiple times? You done
it?
Yeah,
I did it when I did it in Homestead. It was like, it wasn't real. Like it was just probably some watered down shit. You know what I mean? It's nothing like, it's no difference than having like stepped on drugs or some shit. But I did that the week before I did LSD. Now, at first LSD, that was my first time and only time I ever did LSD. But it was the best fucking trip I'd ever, like, I couldn't have asked for anything better. It was just, and the whole reason why I did it was because I never really, not that I didn't have the balls, I just never ventured out into trying some other shit because I just been like, you know, I'm trying to be right, and shit in my family has caused a lot of heartache due to drugs, so I've always kind of just like, I don't even want to fuck with that shit. So when I did the LSD, I was trying to tap into like my subconscious, just for my brand, for just creativity, for, you know, just to be able to expand my mind, you know what I mean, and try and tap into some shit that I can't do naturally. That was the best fucking trip because, I mean, my brand is based off of, you know, vibrations and sacred geometry and shit like that, and I actually had a sacred geometry like visual the entire time I was there, like in the sky. It was just holographic sacred geometry. After all that shit, I decided to go to Colombia and do ayahuasca, like in the jungle in Medellin.
Wow. And
that shit, bro, is, everyone's different, but that's gonna bring all your shit that's bothering you in your subconscious, like you're just, all your trauma, all your shit, like all your baggage, it just brings it to the front. You know what I mean? So you could be honestly dealing with some shit that you went through at 2 years old or as a kid that you don't even remember. But when you take this shit, it just brings it to the front. It's like, yo, this is the problem right here. Like, you have to face it. So you may see some fucked up shit. You may see some, you know, me personally, I did it for 5 days straight. And one day I did it, two ceremonies in one day, which was like I had to stay up 24 hours and do it. It was on Halloween last year, actually.
Nope.
And we were going to talk about this later,
Nope.
but Will Smith said he did 13 times ayahuasca after
that's because he's married to Jada.
He broke up with Jada. Yeah, like
he's like, this shit's fucked up.
She got him going through shit.
Yo,
this shit's still fucked up. Ayahuasca. 10 times later, this shit's still fucked up.
I mean,
ayahuasca.
So obviously he was at a low point. It's like, were you at a low point, or are you just looking for some clarity, man?
Yeah, I'm looking for. I was just looking for clarity, man. Honestly, like I said, I'm very tranquil right now because of just the work that I've done to just calm down. Me, years before, was just, you know, super aggressive, angry and shit like that. So I just needed to work on myself before I ended up fucking getting locked up or doing some stupid shit. So I just decided to just do the work and just try and tap into my past and heal from the shit that I haven't, you know, really dealt with. So going there was just to find the clarity of just what is bothering me, what is, you know, what is what, you know, and just to see what comes up. But every time you do ayahuasca is like the first time you ever done ayahuasca. You know, I had people in the ceremony that I went to that have done it for 40 times and they were worse than I was. So it doesn't, there's no like, oh, I've done it 50 times.
Don't you throw up afterwards?
You throw up the entire time.
Yeah.
the minute you take it, as soon as it hits your system, is like once you throw up, that's when it hits your system, and you just throw up the whole fucking however long like it's in your system.
Yo, do you lose weight?
Oh yeah, because you have to be on a vegan diet too, because you're just throwing up so much, so you can't eat heavy food or anything. Like the whole time we're eating like fucking crackers or like just random shit,
just throwing up, like
just throwing up nasty shit. Yeah, and that's what it does. It's like cleaning out all the nasty shit in your body. Like it's just a crazy cleanse. So you're if you want to lose weight, go do ayahuasca.
And how long does it last?
Bro, it depends on how many cups you take. So most people take like 1 cup. The night that I did 2 ceremonies, the most I did was 3 cups in 1 ceremony. And the more cups you take, the deeper you go into the rabbit hole. And that shit is the worst night was the night I did the 3, and I've never had a fucking like I had like sleep paralysis, but I had like an outer body experience, but it was like also I had an ego death that night. I don't know if you guys know what an ego death is. Pretty much your ego dying, but you feel like you're gonna fucking die. Like it's not like where you're like being exaggerative. You actually feel like you're gonna die. So it can last up to. Everyone's different. Like some of my highs were like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, man.
8 hours last
Was
night.
that dark? I'm sorry. Did that get dark?
No,
that was cool.
I'm trying to keep the upbeat energy. I'm going to bring it like, we're all dying.
Here, I always wanted to try it, but like I would still know what I'm gonna see, man.
Well, the things you've put in your body, I don't think it'd be anything worse. So you should be fine, man.
No, I didn't.
Do you think would you be doing it like for clarity or just to like see what would
I
come
put in my
up?
body is probably like some Dr. Pepper.
I know. It's pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It could
Like
cause cancer.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper, Starburst, shit like the Entenmann's, that's just crazy.
Hey, Will, what's the craziest vision you ever saw? How about something bad? Did you ever go on a bad trip?
During the ayahuasca? Or in general?
Or in anything you've done?
Well, don't make it seem like I'm not a drug addict. No, this is all experimental to just kind of tap into my brain. But I did edibles before. I mean, it's usually good. I just have like fucking laugh and shit. Off the ayahuasca, that was a bad trip. I had like these fucking demon visuals coming at me.
Okay, there we go. What did they look like? And do you believe that's what demons actually look like? What you saw?
To me, I mean, it's my own perception. A demon to me may be different than a demon to you.
So you don't think you opened up an interdimensional
possibly
plane there?
I mean, honestly, the shit that I saw, I don't know if you guys know of Dominican culture. Every year we have a carnival, and they have like these like dragon masks that have like long noses and shit. They're like kind of demonic. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's probably the same shit like in like Cape Verde and like Brazil, but it was like that. But they were just like it was almost like I was looking at them through a TV, and they were just like coming from different sides and just like popping up at me and like trying to scare me. And honestly, the whole time I wasn't even really scared. I was just trying to figure out what they were trying to tell me. Like, because when you go into it, they tell you anything that comes at you, you just embrace it. You know what I mean? Like if a fucking roach is on your skin, don't kill it, don't slap it away, just embrace it. Because some people get like messages through these bugs or animals and shit like that. So the whole time I was just trying to figure out what the fuck they were trying to tell me. They were just jumping in my face. I'm just like, dude, tell me something. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but that was the worst shit.
The thing I'm thinking the shaman saying and just embrace it. I wonder if they ever try to like take advantage of women. Like just embrace it.
Oh no, there's definitely some slime balls in that realm. Yeah. But they're usually like the guys that like help out and they're like, oh, because like when you're going through that shit, especially for women, like you're very hormonal, like you're going through so many emotions, and it's easy, like, well, I'm not saying I would do it, but I'm just saying like for a guy like that's seen as like an expert, you know what I mean, they may be able to be more vulnerable with that guy and make a choice that maybe they wouldn't do if they were sober.
All right. Well,
did you and JD take ayahuasca together in LA?
Yeah, something like that. We ate at Saddle Ranch. It's pretty much the same thing.
Shotgunned fucking.
Man. So that's called the Prolific Podcast. And who's your co-host on there?
My co-host, his name's Berto.
Okay.
One of my boys. He's actually from up north as well, but he's been in Miami for a while now.
What kind of subject matter do you guys usually talk about?
Honestly, bro, we kind of have a similar concept as this. We don't have anything in particular. Our first season, we're actually going to be revamping our second season within the next week or two. Our first season was just us talking about random shit and talking about, you know, just past experiences or, you know, investing or just life and just stupid shit, honestly. This next season is where we have like more mics. We want to bring guests on like you guys have. More trendy topics in the sense of like Travis Scott, what happened with, you know, the Astro World or whatever like that. Because mostly if it's just been like intellectual conversations that him and I usually have off camera. So we said, fuck it, why don't we just make a podcast out of this? Drink some whiskey, talk some shit, crack some jokes, and just be stupid, you know? Mm-hmm. But also kind of, you know, send out a little bit of a message.
Don't devalue what you guys are doing though too, because like maybe what you guys are doing is lit. Maybe you don't need to talk about like everybody doesn't need to talk about the Travis Scott thing. You know what I mean? It's like you guys have a kind of a niche market.
Hey,
I feel
Dalton, yeah, we do need to talk about that because that's what's coming up next. Because we're talking
about his podcast.
Well, we're talking to,
not everybody.
We're talking to a security professional, and you've dealt with dealing with handling a little bit of crowds before. I'm sure nowhere near on the scale of what happened at Astroworld this year, right? Well, but as someone who works in the security industry, what do you think went wrong?
Honestly, with something like that, you have way too many people and probably very little staff. So
that's how I saw it.
Yeah, like you're not gonna be able to. I mean, either that or they just didn't have the proper like entries and exit ways for people to kind of like storm out of or whatever. You can't. I mean, at that level of, I can only imagine. I don't even know how many people go to Astro World. Do you know the number?
It was like 50,000 or something like that.
And they probably have a couple hundred security there. You know what I mean? It's at that level.
You're just protecting the stage, basically.
You're pretty much exactly. You're not really protecting like if people fight or some shit. At that point, how are you gonna even get to it? You know, in the crowd, everyone's blocking you off and shit. You're pretty much just kind of there to protect the artists for people not to storm the stage.
Well, if you didn't know, some people did die at this year's Astro World, and Travis Scott didn't really know about it until somebody told him afterwards, because there's so much going on, you can't really see the crowd a lot of the time. So who knows? Now the venue that they were at, I was wondering about this. They have insurance, so I'm like, are they going to be able to cover all this? They only had a $26 million liability insurance policy at this venue, and so the family of the people who did pass away, it'll probably be lawsuits nearing like hundreds of millions of dollars. So I don't know what's going to happen with all this. He's already said he's going to take care of funeral expenses for people that die, but that's just the tip of the iceberg for what's really going to happen, man. Did you guys see this?
Did they pass away? I mean, from what I saw, was that they got trampled? Or was it like ODs and shit like that?
Trampled.
I saw it was like ODs.
Where did you?
I seen both. I seen both. That was like people were killed from like
someone was walking around pricking people with a needle that had like fentanyl or some crazy shit in it, and people were passing out. Like one of the security guards got pricked, so someone was going around injecting people with something, and those people were going unconscious, and they probably got trampled and died. But somebody else kind of like put some of those people down, and then in the midst of them being unconscious on the ground, probably got trampled.
Because the initial thing was that there was a surge in crowd, and the people in the front couldn't get anywhere, and then they were, crushed. But I did hear certain things about what you're talking about, but I felt that was like some kind of conspiracy theory or something. Where'd you hear that?
I mean, I saw it online, and then there was a video of the Houston police talking about it, that there were people that were being injected with a substance that was making them go unconscious.
Yikes.
And it sounded a little bit like terroristic. That's what I'm saying. That's why the conspiracy about Kanye and Drink Champs is why I'm talking about this. But anyway, were you at 3 Points? I mean, 3 Points was fucked up. I was there only half an hour, but that shit had so many people. I can only imagine if there were double the amount of people at 3 Points, because 3 Points was like 20-something thousand, 30,000. If there were double the amount of people at Travis Scott trying to rush one stage,
if they all pretty much plan to just do it at the same time, you can't do shit about it.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Hop the fence at one time.
I'm surprised only 8 people died.
Exactly. Yeah. At that point, honestly.
So, Will, do you think
a lot of fucking people?
More did. I think maybe more.
Yeah, but can you imagine, like, you go to an NFL stadium, right? The amount of people that were on the ground was the amount of people that would fill that stadium.
Yeah.
And think about how just getting out of a stadium, how long it takes.
Yeah.
Now think about that many people just running forward.
All right. Well, do you think the concerts are going to be changed forever now because of this, or you think things will get back to how they were?
Bro,
there's definitely gonna be some protocol.
Yeah, like when shit like this happens, like the pandemic, all this other shit, that's like an easy way to just input like maybe it's a conspiracy theory.
away
I
your
think it's part of
freedoms?
the bigger agenda to make everyone afraid to leave the house. You know, people are not going to want to go to concerts and festivals anymore. They're not going to go to Travis Scott shows. They're telling people that if you go outside, you get COVID. They're trying to build a metaverse. They don't want us to leave the house anymore, bro.
I mean,
I feel like somebody died at one of his shows before. Maybe I'm not sure. That might be wrong, but
like it's gonna happen. I mean, especially now everyone's on fucking. You know, everyone's doing lean and doing wild shit. Like at that point, you can't really blame to an extent. You can't blame the artist because people are gonna go there fucked up. Maybe they, you know, what I mean, they OD or some shit like that. That's something that you can't do anything about that.
All right. Well, how about you're talking about people taking substances and there's nothing you can do. Guess what? Did you guys hear what they're going to try to do to cars by 2026? They're supposedly going to be implementing an alcohol monitoring system in all new cars. And they don't know how they're going to do it yet because they can't use a breathalyzer, really, supposedly. And then they can't just monitor the entire air of the car because you could have a passenger that is drunk but you're driving and you're sober, so that doesn't work. So they're trying to figure out how they're going to implement this, but that's what they want to do. It was passed.
They passed
Yikes.
it.
Inside of President Biden's $1.2 trillion infrastructure package is alcohol monitors in all new cars to stop drunk driving. So how do you feel about that? You think people would just like take it out as soon as they get the new car and then wouldn't have to worry about it, or what?
I mean,
Depends on where the type of if it's a mechanism that checks to start the car.
yeah, because the breathalyzer shit, your car's not gonna start until
Until you pass that breathalyzer, and then they ask you randomly while you're driving to do it too. It's crazy.
Well,
I mean,
would your car be able to start, Dex?
I feel like Uber's behind this.
You think Uber?
yeah, Uber's buy Uber stock.
Will
now.
my car be able to start? Absolutely. I don't drive drunk.
Okay.
You know, I don't drive drunk.
All right. How about you, Dalton? I don't know.
Do I drive drunk? Nope. No drunk driving over here, buddy.
Okay.
Next question.
I'm glad all you guys are very honest. It's very nice, and you're very safe as well. It's good. How about you talked about Kanye doing an interview recently, and then we talked about Travis Scott. Did we see that he's trying to get his beef with Drake diminished by the help of Jay Prince? This is the message that he said.
This is Jay and Jay Prince. I'm making this video to address the ongoing back and forth between myself and Drake. Both me and Drake have taken shots at each other, and it's time to put it to rest. I'm asking Drake on December 7th to join me on stage as a special guest to share the two biggest albums of the year, live in Los Angeles, with the ultimate purpose being to free Larry Hoover.
All right.
I believe this event will not only...
Does it? Obviously, he's
Jay
reading
Prince
it.
is scary.
Yo, why is he scary? That's what I want to know. Why people are so?
He's got
scared.
it on him.
What is it? He's got who?
Jay Prince got it on him.
Got what on who?
The strappy.
No.
I feel like that move by Kanye is gonna do one of two things. It's gonna squash the beef or make it like 1,000 times worse. Because Drake now has two answers he can give. He can be like, "All right," or "Man, fuck you," and then like that's it. There's only two.
Yo, how about this, Will? Have you ever like had to escort somebody to like a nightclub or like something, and they have beef with somebody and they happen to be there? Like, how do you separate people from getting in altercations?
To simply answer that, I have done private security for Tekashi.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah, it's not fun.
Oh, dude, this is interesting. Hold on. Yo, so that's probably at one time was probably the most hated man in hip hop, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, but nobody has really ever tested it, at least that I don't know. Did anybody try to test him under your watch?
No. Honestly, he got more love than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was kind of like on my head on the swivel the whole time because I was expecting something else, but he got more love than I expected. It was mostly love, honestly, in the place that we went.
Now, did his people give you like some kind of rundown beforehand? This is what you can expect, and da da da. How did?
Yeah, I mean, it was like no pictures, no videos. But then he's taking videos and pictures with people. So I'm like, all right. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, your people told me no videos, no this. He's like, nah, I don't give a shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go off for you if you're cool with it. If it gets to the point where it's too much, you let me know, and I'll cut it out. But nothing too crazy, honestly. With him, he just, he got lit, and I had to do more work than I should have, but it is what it is.
All right, cool.
I don't want to. You know, I'm not gonna bash him.
No,
you know
no,
what I mean?
it's all good. How do you feel? Have you ever met Jay Prince before?
Nah.
Okay. You ever met Drake before?
No.
You ever met Kanye West before?
Nah.
All right. So, what's your opinion on this situation, man? Should they just be friends?
Honestly, I mean, the way I'm thinking, my initial thought, and I could just be on some weird shit, but you know, it could be where that beef was created to kind of boost a future event, a future collab, a future something. But if it is real, then like Dex said, Drake could pull some shit what he did with Meek, like what do you say? Like he went at him twice and he still never came back or something like that. When I can't remember what it was, but it could either he could ruin him or he could just be like, fuck it, man, let's just make peace and get this money together.
All right. Well,
what do you think? You're in that realm.
Yeah, dude. I think it's I don't think anybody should be really beefing, man. I think there was some funny stuff that went on, like songs came out, whatever.
But don't you think that creates competition? That's what the game needs.
Yeah, hip hop has always been a like battle oriented kind of.
But do you think
career.
it's softer now than it was before?
I think there's more money involved and people are
more money hungry than it is for the actual
for the sport and for the art. Absolutely, this is a job now. This is how you get rich. It's not about a lot of stuff is not for the love of anything anymore. So
exactly.
Yeah, man. And I think they feed a lot of people, families, and there's so many people involved that it's not just one-on-one kind of thing. It's like teams and teams of people. So it's better, I guess, for everybody just to be cool. And that sounds like a good concert if you can get a ticket to that one, baby. Drake and Kanye in Los Angeles. I don't know.
Why does it look like Kanye's reading that message off a BlackBerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was definitely reading it off of something, and I think he just wanted to make sure he got it right. I appreciate him doing that. You know, it's not. I don't know.
He looked like the kid who got caught and had to go back and like apologize to the teacher like after he got caught, like I don't know, like doing something nasty in the closet with a girl. I don't even know. Like he had his hand. He was like,
did that happen to you? Did that happen to you as a child?
Yeah, it did. It made me revert to memories where I was like shook with some fucking goon next to me making me do a concert for Larry Hoover. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is that, bro? No offense. This shit is weird.
Shout out to NFTs.
Oh man,
and dude, no disrespect to Larry Hoover, you know what I mean? I know.
Or Jay Prince.
Dope Jay Prince. Believe me, I don't want no problems.
Hold on, Will, do you know what an NFT is? Have you been getting into this realm at all?
Yeah, actually, a few of my friends actually just recently purchased NFTs. One of them actually made her own. So yeah, that's something I'm actually looking to invest in.
Oh, look no further than the guy next to you. He decided to go get an Apple Pencil, and now he feels like he's an NFT artist or something.
Absolutely.
Look, this guy jumps from one little hobby to the other. Bong, bong, bong. He's like a diner. He never masters one. He just keeps going and going. Are you going to stick to this one, Dex? What do you think?
I mean, of course. First of all, I've been drawing my whole life. And I mean, that's just sketching. It's just.
Are you saying that a diner never masters anything?
You know what? No, because you know what I'm saying?
They do not.
There's 24.
So what about a burger, buddy? Cheeseburger, mastered.
There's a burger restaurant that does it much better than a diner. But go ahead, Dex. I'm sorry.
You know, people fail to realize a lot of people think I go out and I party more than I actually do, and you have to understand something. There's 24 hours in a day, okay? And the days that you spend 3 or 4 hours drinking at bars, chasing women that are not going to go home with you, I'm actually just sitting on my iPad just drawing.
So how long have you been drawing?
Shit, since I was fucking born.
Yeah.
They made us fucking do it in kindergarten. Get us fucking crayons and shit.
They made us do it too, motherfucker. I'm not a fucking artist.
Yeah. They made us do it. You know, they made us do it. They was like, yo, you better be good.
Concentration camp?
No, yo, they made us draw, bro.
My bad.
That's all good. I mean, there's the kind of content this is where it's supposed to go. Right
okay,
now.
My bad. All right.
Need to be controversial.
All right.
Speaking of concentration camps.
All right.
Chill. That's not a segue.
Jeff Bezos. How about that? That's a
my
good,
lawyer.
That actually is a good concentration camp. Jeff Bezos. It kind of is.
Did you see this right here? This,
oh God, yeah.
Man, this is what happens.
The neck bob. Ready?
First off,
she wanted the
that's Jeff Bezos. Girl, look at her.
Every time her head hits back, you should hear the. It should be like an explosion.
Jeez, man, look at that. That is one of the richest men in the world. He's not Elon Musk, but he's one of the most rich men in the world. If he didn't divorce his wife, he probably could be the richest man in the world. And he has a woman that is. It looks like she's seeking attention from somebody else.
Wait. I have to say,
what's up?
Stop, like not drawing attention to Leo's finger movement. The way Leo used his finger is a different type of finger wag. He looks like he's been wagging that finger at bitches for a long time. The wag. He was just there's a lot of it's a wag.
He did look like he wasn't feeling.
Gonna get ugly and
he wasn't
some real
feeling
shit's
it,
gonna
man.
and he rounded it up like no.
Just you wait with that little neck bob down there. Just you wait.
Dude, so,
that's funny.
Listen, man, I don't know what happens.
Try that.
Money cannot buy
a little two and a twist
attractiveness. As many people, do buy that, but there's always going to be somebody that's more attractive.
Bitch, I flew a rocket into space.
Yeah.
I put a rocket in space.
Yeah.
I don't even work with NASA.
Yeah, and it can't keep
climate control is not.
That goes to show you, man.
What?
You gotta learn how to make these bitches laugh. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, you ever had a woman that got starstruck by some client that was around you, and you had to put him in check?
Starstruck?
Yeah, man.
Man, I got chicks that just been other niggas struck. They just see it.
Can I ask one more question on some real shit?
Starstruck? What you mean? Like, she just seen some dude like, yo, this motherfucker, like, I'm 6'2", but he's 6'5". Like, this is some bullshit, man. Well, you know what? Since he's 6'5", you can go fuck yourself. You could take an Uber home.
I'm gonna go home and draw.
Exactly. That's what I do.
What's up, though?
What do you think is? Let's be honest here.
I'm heartbroken weekly.
We jumped off the subject. What do you think is really popping off at that Leo Bezos after party though? On God, like for real, they touch down. It's like they get back to the mansion at what? They get to the mansion. It's the first thing ends at 11. They get to the mansion at 1. Like, what are Leo and Jeff doing by like 5, 6 a.m. in that house? Does everybody have clothes on or not?
Seeing the way that she was looking at him, standing between both of them, they probably low-fived.
Yeah.
Is Jeff running around naked with Leo and just all ass out? Nobody gives a fuck? Or is it what? Like, is there rooms or what is it?
You ever heard of adrenochrome, Dalton? You know what that is?
Nope.
You should research it and see. But who knows, man? Listen, the elite lifestyle. Nothing is exciting anymore. You have to keep taking it to that next level.
Yeah. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Especially.
You ever been to a party that was kind of like, very secretive? Like there definitely were no cameras involved in this party when you walked in, and you might have seen some things you weren't expecting.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, you haven't? Well,
no, I'm sorry. That I can think of. I know there's been parties that I've been to that I've been like, holy shit, there's definitely some weird shit going on, but nothing that I've physically seen them with my eyes.
If I try to think what me and my boys do with my income, right?
Yeah.
I know what I have in the bank. Okay, this is
hold on. Didn't you just come back from Colombia?
Yeah. So me and my boys was just in Medellin.
That dollar stretches a long way over there.
We were doing something a lot different than ayahuasca.
He's
Let's just leave it at that.
Jeff Bezos in Colombia.
Yeah. So I'm basically like, okay, I'm trying to put Jeff and Leo kind of like what we was doing in Medellin, and it's just like, it's kind of creepy. I actually don't know if I want to order from Amazon anymore, actually, now that I think about it. Now, these visions right now, I don't know if I want to order from Amazon anymore.
Well, guys, did you see that Jeff Bezos had the last word in this? Did you see what he put on Twitter? Let's take a look here. So this is in response to Barstool Sports saying Leo is Mr. Steal Your Girl, and put that video up. This is what Jeff Bezos put. He said, Leo, come over here. I want to show you something. And he's standing in front of danger, steep cliff, fatal drop. That's pretty funny. So at least he has look, he's using Dex's tactic of being a funny guy. Do you think that's a good comeback?
I think I see Jeffrey Epstein crawling around in the woods back there. So look at him.
Yo, that's how you're supposed to do it. Everybody knows you're supposed to talk to people through your stories, and everybody knows who they talk about. Everybody knows, like, damn, this motherfucker talking about me. I was watching a couple stories this weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, they speaking. Mm-hmm. Man,
I feel like Bezos has enough money to just cause a Princess Diana crash type shit with Leo for fucking with.
I mean, I think Jeff Bezos has the type of money to make Astroworld go wrong.
Right. Leo just gets that you get to bang my girl pass, no matter who you are. He banged your girl. Honestly, he already did bang your girl, and he's gonna bang her again.
Him and one of my homeboys both got like this. Bro, there's some people.
No disrespect.
There's some people that just smash everything. Okay, and I wouldn't put it past Leo. Like, if I showed up with a chick and Leo's like, I hit it, I'd be like,
No.
Hi, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're not trying to throw
whatever.
dirt on Leo's the god.
Leo is the
god.
wolf.
I feel like him and George Clooney have like that pass.
Yeah.
They can just kind of do whatever the
Just
fuck
be
they
low
want.
fiving in Hollywood.
Yeah, just like, hey, it's George Clooney.
Like JD and Wonder over here. Yo, what happened?
Nothing, man. It was a fun trip. Wow. So, guys, that's the topics I want to talk about tonight. But we still have Mr. Dalton, who decided to come back, and he always gives us the heat. He has a lot on his mind, so I need you to run down some things, Dalton. Talk to the people.
I didn't even know that I was trying to be positive today. First of all,
guess what?
One thing we do have to shout out is the Gifted program. Follow us on all streaming platforms. We got a new record out with Miami talented artist named Lil Poppy. The name is record called MPH, and it just dropped all platforms. Check it out, the Gifted program. And I mean, the one thing I'm just want to rant about is the Drizzy, the Drake. I always bring it back to Drake, because that's my spirit animal, and the whole dropping $1 million in the strip club 2 nights after the Astro World thing just was a little bit iffy to me, and it just made me feel a little funny inside.
He dropped
$2
million in a strip club?
Yeah, like the act of actually doing so is just very bananas to me, and I would like to get to that point where you're throwing a million, but it just is what it is. It's a little absurd, and like those girls, they go home with. Does the whole house split it up?
Oh yeah,
with the million.
Yeah, they all split that.
Then where did the cat fights begin? Like who gets the? Was it the girl who shook her ass like closest to him the most? Does she get the highest percentage? And then I don't know how does that work? No,
I feel like
everybody all equal. Everybody gets an equal grab.
I've worked with a couple of cabarets and gentlemen's clubs, and I know that what they do is they sweep up all of it. And they just start splitting it amongst the staff. Some clubs actually leave the money to whatever the girls can grab, and whatever the girls grab is theirs.
Yeah, that sounds.
And then whatever's left over,
like
sometimes the waitresses and the bussers split it.
That's like a Toys R Us shopping spree where they just have to run and jump on the floor and grab whatever they can fit in their hands. That's
Yo, let
pretty
me
good.
ask you a question.
That's a throwback.
What if Dalton went to the club and threw $500,000, and then everyone went and grabbed everything, and when the strippers got to their back and they pulled it out, it was money with Dalton's face on
There
it.
we go. I like it. I like your style, son. I like your
Usher
style.
bucks.
The Usher bucks.
All right, Dalton, keep it going, man. Just run through them, baby. We don't even got to comment on it. Just any other topics that you wanted to say something about.
To be honest, man, like I've had a good week, bro, and I'm really here to just promo the music.
Okay.
And I will say that I'm starting my own podcast up to start the year just to get Wonder angry, because that's just what I do. Even when I call him up, he's always like, "Bro, text me. I can't talk.
Yeah,
Like, just
what
too
kind
loud."
of
And he'd be like, "Bro."
what kind of weirdo calls people, man? Dog, you don't know what I'm doing.
When I have a couple friends that I actually like to call, Wonder's on that list, but every time he makes me feel like the annoying friend. So it's just an ongoing thing, bro.
Well, that was great. Thank you for hitting us with your.
I
your
want
rants.
to rant about you wanting me to be at the end and rant. I don't want to rant. I just want to be chilling with the fam. That's what I want to rant
Congratulations,
about.
you chilled all the way out today. I appreciate you. Will, I really appreciate you coming through too, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to promote or say your podcast again, and also your brand and where people can get it at?
No, first of all, thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate you. My brand is EVHZ, Elevate Vibration HZ, on all streaming platforms, and I have the Prolific podcast. That season 2 is going to be starting within the next week. So,
And where can they find that at?
YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
Or just go to your
Wherever.
Instagram and you have links for everything. What's your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram's Will_Manzano, and I have a Linktree link in my bio, so it has pretty much everything I have.
Nice, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through. Dex, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Drip Ninja Dex. You can also go to www.dripninjaclub.com and find out all about the new projects that we're working on and the new NFT drops. And last night, I just want to say the party with Hunter and Bamboo Lounge and SGL Kai was dope. Tonight, come check me at the Sylvester. And this weekend, we're going to be doing the 3v3 FIBA tournament down at Bayfront. We got Key Glock, the baby, and Vintage Culture. And then Saturday, the Oasis. Come check us at the Oasis from 3 to 3 for that daytime festival by Minimax and Stratum. And yeah, that's it. It's an event-packed weekend, and I like the way it started. So check us out, dripninjaclub.com, Drip Ninja Dex on Instagram.
Nice. Dalton, go ahead real quick.
At Dalton NYC, at the Gifted program. yeah, man, new music on the way from Only Story and Lil Poppy dropping this month, and dropping a record every 6 weeks this year. That's the goal we're setting. And yeah, man, and we're expanding the, my crew up in New York, the Gifted program. We're doing the Gifted Miami crew to start the year with some dope DJs, and coming at it, expanding the brand down here for real with the proper team and the proper focus, man. So looking good going into the new year. Excited about it.
Nice. All right, man. Find me everywhere at DJ Wonder. YouTube.com/DJ Wonders, where you can find every Complete Animals episode. Just run through that whole playlist, man. There's a lot of interesting things on there. All right, man. I gotta go call JD. I'll see you guys.
Get some ayahuasca in your life, boy.
Yeah, I think y'all should do a retreat together, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seems like they did, but they didn't go too well.
I don't know what visions I'll see.
They had a bad batch.
All right. Adios.
All right.